Well, before I talk about the Chinese specifically, let me just put this in context, because our economic platform has always been around tax reform, regulatory relief, and trade. And we couldn't be more excited about the $1.2 trillion trade rewrite, the U.S., Mexico, Canada deal. We're very excited about the South Korea deal. We're in discussions with Europe. The President announced last week at UNGA negotiations of a free trade agreement with Japan. And we've been very clear with China that we need to have structural changes, that we need a reciprocal trading relationship, and we should be able to increase our exports by hundreds of billions of dollars. So I did have a very productive conversation with Governor Yi from the People's Bank of China. We had a constructive discussion about the currency. I expressed my concerns about the weakness in the currency, and we also talked about what would be a pathway to getting a more balanced trading relationship.
Do you think that they are understanding how serious your intention is to change this relationship? Because I remember you being on CNBC back in May and you said we're making really good progress. And here we are in October, and for many in the market, it doesn't feel as though we're getting very much closer to a resolution to the current dispute.
Well, like any negotiations, you take steps forward, you take steps backward, you move forward. A lot of these issues are the same issues we've been dealing with for a long period of time. We've been very clear on the actions and the items that we'd like them to take, and we believe that would be good for our companies, for our workers, and for their markets. Opening up and reforming their markets will be good for their economy.
Are you getting any specific signals on some of the key issues in Section 301 around IP theft and piracy, or indeed the inappropriate use of Chinese technology, whether it's in handset devices or other devices? Any specifics you can share with us, Mr. Secretary?
Well, they understand the issues. I want to be careful of going through the specifics, but let me just say, the President is absolutely right in that these tariffs are very important negotiating tools. And the President is determined to change the basis of this trading relationship and have balanced and fair and reciprocal trade. And we're having discussions about a potential meeting between President Xi and President Trump at the G20 leaders meeting, and we'll see if we can make progress if that makes sense.
And in terms of the arrangements for that meeting, is it being set up because you are optimistic that something can be signed or inked before that or at that meeting?
Well, I don't want to speculate on where we'll be. If it looks like we can make positive direction, then I'm sure the President will have the meeting. But we need to do work in advance to make sure that there will be changes and that we can have a more balanced trading relationship, and that we're going to make sure that we don't have forced joint ventures and we don't have forced transfer of technology.